All right. Hey, happy Motivational Mondays, everyone. Yes, I have on my bonnet ready, and I am about 10 minutes in of dancing of a 30-minute routine. So I am watching Mike Peel on YouTube. I like to have my camera a little bit further from the TV, if you get me, because sometimes Instagram does the whole copyright thing, even though I keep saying I don't own the rights to any of this music. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, y'all, I'm done. Gotta get my son dressed for school. You guys have a prosperous Monday. You see me in a thread. I'm out. Bye. Hey, happy Monday, everybody. So I am multitasking. For 2021, I not only have a mission to, of course, cultivate the mindset of mental health professionals all over the world, but I also want to show those mental health professionals and actually anyone else who catches my videos and things on my, social media platforms, how you can balance out both career, business, academics if you're in school, and being a wife and being a mom. And so just to walk you through my daily routine, because this is something that was requested on my social media thread this weekend, I had started posting on Sunday a live video as an IGTV, of course reposted later, about how I wake up in the morning and get my workout in. And one of the things that I've chosen to work on this year, or actually just moving forward, not even this year, is to really only do the stuff, of course, that I love to do. And one thing that I noticed during this quarantine time or stay-at-home order time, of course, because we're in Southern California, so our rules are a little bit more strict than everybody else. I feel like we've been on a stay-at-home order since March. I think we had like 2 months off. Is that I'm used to being in a high-vibed environment for workouts and or creating my own in a physical gym. And the fact that I was only able to go to the gym for 3 weeks in my home community and then we got shut down again, my motivation, I noticed, changed when I was in my living room. And so I noticed that my energy was way better when I was working out, when I was dancing. And then I would incorporate like abs and stuff like that. I'm not a runner. I also don't like to run on the pavement. We don't have a turf, stadium near us or something like that. And so I had to be very creative with how I was going to incorporate working out as part of my lifestyle, because I actually don't dislike working out, but I can honestly say I don't like it as much as I used to when I was doing health coaching. And so what I decided to do is switch up my morning routine and not be a stickler and get down on myself when I'm not doing the same workout routine like I used to do. And so I told myself, like, over my week off, I had 2 weeks off, but my week off of working out, that I was only going to do workouts that I loved. And so I'm not going to be so nitpicky about trying to plan out my entire workout as someone would do like when they're meal planning, but instead I'm going to go with the flow, and whatever I feel like doing in the morning, that's what I'm going to do. And for the last 2 days, like today is day 2, I just decided to dance while I was working out, and I've been having a really good time. And so I'm going to continue doing that. I did not do abs this morning, but I did it yesterday, and that's perfectly fine. So part of my daily routine is I usually wake up at 5. This morning I woke up at 6:30. So I can already tell that this year is the year of also flexibility, because since I'm so, I'm gonna say anal with my schedule, I sometimes would get, and I found myself getting irritated this morning when I woke up late, like, oh, this messed up my whole schedule. But then I said, no, let me reframe. Yeah, I woke up late, but that just means that I have to pivot my day. Only the first couple of hours in the day, because my plan was to record podcasts this morning when the whole house was asleep and things like that. But I said, hey, the house is still going to be quiet because I'm dropping my son off at school right now. The 2-year-old, the oldest one, will be there, but you know, he's self-sufficient. He can be up in his room, he can be upstairs, and he doesn't have to be loud. He can go outside. So I said, this, you know what, gave me the perfect opportunity to actually get dressed. It actually gave me the opportunity to videotape and go live and let some people catch it going live, you know, my workout. And then I posted it on Instagram at Dr. TK Psych if you want to check it out. I have a whole IGTV like series on Fit for 40, and I started calling it that as I built up to turning 40 years old last September, and then moving forward, because a lot of people also use that as an excuse as to why they can't work out outside of being a mom, having a toddler, running a business, having contract jobs in a community. And I'm like, I've heard so many excuses from people, and I'm like, it all starts right here, which is mentality and mindset. So you know, as I worked out, I was saying my gratitude, even though I'm still going to write it down in my journal, and I was just enjoying my morning. And so worked out, captured some of that moment, got dressed, had my husband help me get our son ready, and then you know, now we're on our way to school. And so I would encourage you that if you're, you know, of course, watching this video, and you, even if you're not a woman, but man, woman, college student, business owner, career person, figure out what works for you and try different stuff. And whatever is working, keep doing that until it doesn't work anymore. And when it doesn't work anymore, don't quit. Don't say, oh, like I can't wake up that early, or oh, this morning routine stuff don't work. No, it's the morning routine that you set up to work. The morning routine that I set up for myself won't necessarily work for you, but it's worked for me. Okay. So here, I'm gonna let Avery see if he'll say hi. Avery. He ain't with it. All right, y'all. So I will, sorry about that. I will catch you in the next scene, because I'm going to take you behind the scenes of my day. All right. All right. So let me just tell y'all what happened. I'm like, that didn't hurt my soul. I didn't even have to stop. So I went to Starbucks, and I was trying to be nice, and I was like, let me order everybody in the house something. So I ordered my husband his drink and a sandwich, my son his drink and a sandwich, and then all I wanted was the roasted egg bites, like the little pepper ones, right? So I go into the drive-thru, I order them. Then when I get to the window, the guy was like, that's it. And I said, where's my egg whites? Like I'd already asked for sriracha, right? And I'm like, it's low in calories, high in protein, so I'm just gonna do my egg bites. And so, because I can make my Starbucks drink at home, my very berry hibiscus, I bought those from Walmart, Target. You better listen. And so I said, what about my egg bites? And he said, oh, those aren't on your order. I said, well, can I order them? So I put the order in, and he said, oh, we're out of those. We only have the ones with bacon. Now I don't eat beef or pork. So I was like, no, you know? And so I was like, I went in line, you know, of course, to get stuff for other people, and didn't even get anything for myself. So yes, that hurt my soul. All right. All right, so now we are actually in my home office, and part of my Monday routine is to create content. So what I'm going to do is actually take you behind the scenes of me doing a recording of podcast number 102. And what I'm going to be doing is sharing a certain portion of a CE workshop that I did on motivational interviewing. And I'm going to be sharing the affirmation, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and start recording the podcast, and you'll see it behind the scenes. Okay. Welcome back to the Branding for Abundance podcast. This is your host, Dr. TK, clinical psychologist and #1 business coach for therapists. So I first want to say happy 2021, happy new year. I am so excited that you have made it all the way through 2020 and you are here to get fired up with me. So today's episode is going to be a little bit different. What I thought that I would do is take you behind the scenes of a December continuing educational workshop that I did with mental health professionals. And so it was full of high vibed energy. It was over 40 clinicians on the call. And what we talked about is affirming your 2021 goals. So I'm going to walk you through, as my podcast listener, of a particular affirmation. And so you don't have to take notes. I simply just want you to sit down, be in the moment, follow my instructions, and have a good time. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So it's called an application process. And I want you to ask yourself, what would 2021 look like if you only focus on goals that excite you? Okay, so I want you to get into a relaxing position, sit down and close your eyes. And of course, if you're listening to this podcast episode and you had no clue what we were going to do, just press pause and listen to it or go back to it once you are not driving, not at work, so you can actually feel the vibe and the tone of what we're about to do. Okay, so are you sitting down? Are you comfortable? Are your eyes closed? Let's go ahead and get started. So I want you to imagine that today is December 31st, 2021. Take a look at your vision board. Take a look at your bookkeeping, your bank account. How many services or products did you offer and did you sell this entire year? You are probably super amazed because you stayed in your genius zone. You cannot believe your eyes. You focused on those things that you love to do and that excite you. You cannot believe that you literally manifested every single thing on your vision board. You actually manifested more doing what you originally asked for. So for example, if you said, I want to make a 10K month, you actually made 15K per month. You realize that when reflecting on this past year, one thing was very, very different: your focus. Despite what occurred around you and in our world, you continued to remain optimistic. You surrounded yourself around the right people. You invested in gaining knowledge and information to grow or scale your business. You were relentless about your results. You continued to strive forward and you refused to give up. So now, as you scan your home, your office, your driveway, and your bank account, you realize that not only did you manifest a powerful impact to serve the community that you love to serve, but you also manifested a full caseload for your private practice. You manifested a new car that was on your vision board. You have financial freedom, which means that you have zero balances on all those credit cards. You have sold out virtual events if you love to speak. You have products like books, membership sites, coaching programs on top of therapy services. You connected with a dynamic group of like-minded individuals that are your cheerleaders throughout the entire year. And you are literally able to work from anywhere and everywhere and make no caps on your income, meaning you can make any amount that you want. And you have made your annual income your monthly income. So let me ask you, can you see it? Can you feel it? Do you feel like you're on top of the world? Good. Now, what I want you to do right now is open up your eyes, grab your pen and paper, and get ready to manifest for this year. All right? So I really hope that y'all enjoyed this affirmation for 2021. And just to sum up some homework, of course, that I would like you to do is I want you to write down one big goal that you want to accomplish in 2021. And after you write it down, I want you to look at it, stare at it, and I want you to say this with me. It is already done. Say it again with me. It is already done. So I really hope that you're fired up by this intro into the January podcast of 2021. Great things are to come. In the next podcast episode, I will actually go over all the programs and CE courses that I'm going to be offering throughout the year. So make sure that you stay tuned. If you want to learn more about what I do in my business, of course, head over to Instagram. Show me some love. I would love to see you. I would love to interact with you. My Instagram handle is Dr. TK Psych. On there, I post a lot of branding and marketing tools that you can use for your mental health business. And of course, I also give you access to my online platform, such as a free online Telegram group. If you check out the show notes, you can head over to dopetherapistcircle.com, get on my list, get a free business checklist if you're a mental health provider. And then you will also be invited to my free community, where I do also a lot of polls trying to figure out what is it that you as the listener or the viewer on YouTube, what do you want to hear about? What do you want to learn? But of course, as you can see, we're on episode number 102, which means that if you are a new person to my podcast and or to my YouTube channel, then you got plenty to catch up on, okay? To create a strong foundation for your brand as a mental health professional. So I really hope that you enjoyed this episode. More to come, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. All right, so I really hope that you enjoyed that affirmation and seeing behind the scenes of me recording my podcast episode. Now I'm actually going to transition, but this wraps up my morning in terms of video. What I'm going to do now is turn my attention to giving information to my team about how to execute certain tasks. Of course, for the first quarter, I am onboarding 2 staff today, an integrator, which is also my project manager, and I'm also onboarding a personal and admin assistant. She does like half and half, and she helps me out with my private practice. And I'm going to go into my Kajabi account, which is the online course portal, and I'm going to give access to my elite coaching mastermind students. So I really hope that you enjoyed this behind the scenes video. I really want to do more vlogging because I found that a lot of mental health professionals, they have asked me, how am I so productive with my time? How am I able to balance and navigate through being a wife, mom, business owner, and having like a jack of all trades type business, but still being able to be super high vibe, super energetic, and optimistic. And also, I'm gonna say, not anxious, like calm and just flowing through my day. And it's all coming from my planner. What I do in my planner is I actually plan out my day. I write out my 3 intentions for the day. I put my to-do list together. I also delegate things in my household where me and my husband come together and figure out what needs to be done, because he works in the business as well. And that's how I'm able to execute all my tasks. So I will see you in the next video. Let me know in the comment box if you would like to see any other types of behind the scenes. What is it that you want to learn more about in terms of building a profitable mental health branded business and or scaling your business as well? Because remember, scaling is you're delegating more and you're working less, but you're also making more at the same time. So until the next video, I will see you then. Bye.